That's right. It is the Road Spur, and we are back for Game 3, Oklahoma City at San Antonio. Tip-off should be here shortly, and despite all the doom and gloom of many of the talking heads, De'Aaron Fox will be playing tonight. I believe he will get the start. And Dylan Harper has been greenlit to play tonight. So, we just spent almost 48 hours of people saying crazy stuff about how the Spurs are finished and they can't play without these guys and they're all down, and misrepresentations of what happened to Dylan Harper, for example. They called it a hamstring. It was an adductor. He wasn't even grabbing that part of his leg. He came back out onto the court and then went back. It was told to go back. So I don't know why people would ever listen to the national press or, any of the clickbait that you see on these channels. It's really quite frustrating. It's pure speculation and nonsense. Here we go. The Thunder are announcing their starting lineup, and Peacock doesn't even have their names up, but it looks like it will be Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, of course. Ajay Mitchell will get the start tonight. Luguentz Dort will be playing forward. Chet Holmgren in center. And Isaiah Hartenstein, who is sure to hear a lot of boos, I bet, this evening. Here you go. Here's your. Mark Daigneault.
That you heard from Reggie when we were doing the lineup, that was David Robinson coming over to give a hug. Spurs alums all over the building. Spurs home games in the Western Conference Finals, they were a regular occurrence 10 times in a 19-year stretch. In the early 2000s, the West Finals were here. 9-year wait to get back to what's ahead here tonight.
Oh, look, they got a little video going on over there. Spurs are going to be announced here shortly. The starting five for the Oklahoma City Thunder will be Ajay Mitchell and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, with Chet Holmgren, Isaiah Hartenstein, and Lu Dort. The Spurs now getting ready to come out. Both Dylan Harper and De'Aaron Fox will be available. We'll find out here shortly who will get the start. My guess is it'll be Fox. If Fox is going to play, he may as well start. And we'll give Dylan a little rest. There it is. De'Aaron Fox will be starting. Julian Champagnie. And then Devin Vassell. And Stefan Castle. Hold on to the rock, son. Number one in your programs and number one in your heart. Victor Wembanyama, Ama. And here we go. So far, Victor Wembanyama has won every tip. He won the opening tip. He won the regulation-ending first overtime tip. He won the second overtime tip. He won the first tip of the second game. Tonight it will be against, I believe, Hartenstein again. I'm not sure why Holmgren's not out there, but I guess Hartenstein is more of a presence, and he might be able to get up higher. Hartenstein at 7'1". Holmgren also listed, I believe, at 7'1". Is he not? Yeah. But there's just more size on him, isn't there? When you look at Hartenstein, he looks like there's just more presence to him. And it has been difficult for that young Chet Holmgren to get started with the presence of Victor Wembanyama, 7'5", and dominating in the paint. It has pushed Chet out. They have used that, actually. The way they got to overtime in the game one was they put Chet way out onto the corner for the corner three. They had a huge lane on the left-hand side, and there was no way Vic could get in to block him. He blew by Stefan and laid it up and in to get them into the overtime. The guys are all doing their train of daps that they always do before they start the game now. And we'll be getting ready for tip-off here shortly. We are listening to a station out of India today. And, oh yeah, I should tell people I'm live on the... So, because I don't want to get a strike, we're using music, we're not using the audio, but occasionally I will throw the audio on, you know. Like for the tip or something like that, we'll have a little bit of the audio. And here we go. Devin Vassell, Champagny. It will be Chet jumping, actually. It won't be Hartenstein. Chet Holmgren jumping against Vic. And game 3 is underway. Vic will once again win the tip. The Spurs come down, and Aaron Fox, back in his familiar position, goes between the legs, finds Vic at the top of the key. He swings it around to Devin Vassell, who gets it to Castle, now at the very top of the arc. Castle picks his way into the lane, kicks it back out to Fox. Fox goes driving hard down the lane and makes a beautiful layup with his left hand. Flew by everybody. Here come the Thunder. They're already pressing. Ajay Mitchell crosses the logo. Fox is hounding him, chasing him. He gets by him. Now he gets it to Chet Holmgren. You've got Vassell on him. Vassell with a hand in the face. It doesn't even get there. Vic grabs it out of the air before it even reached the rim. Vic to Castle. Castle gets it back to Vic. Way up. He says, everybody hold still. I'm going to go one-on-one against Hartenstein. And he does. He drives down the lane, puts the ball, gives it to Champagny, then gets it back. Hartenstein right in front of him with his hands down, but playing well. Now he gets his hands up. Vic takes a 3 and drains it. It'll be 5-0 Spurs as Victor Wembanyama gets on the board with his first 3-pointer. Here comes Ajay Mitchell. He's picking his way into the lane. He runs up against Vic and stops, and then dribbles back out again. Now he's got Fox on him. Vassell is playing Stephon Castle is playing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. The Spurs just got a steal out of the corner. A beautiful trap by Fox and Vic. Vic flips it back over the head to Fox. Fox now found Champagny for a 3. He is short. Rebounded by Stephon Castle under the basket. He is fouled. It might be by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Fox and Vic trapped Holmgren in the corner and managed to get the ball away from him. It was flying out of bounds. Vic grabbed it, flipped it back over his head, back to Fox. They charged down the court, got it to Champagny, who shot the 3, missed. Castle got the rebound, and now he's at the line after being fouled over the back on the rebound. Castle shooting 1. He makes it. That's 6-0 Spurs, and now shooting 2. Victor Wembanyama will go to the bench. Oh, no, he will not. He's just walking toward the bench. 10:35 to play. The Spurs lead 6-0. Stephon Castle at the line, trying to make it 7-0. And he does. Here come the Thunder. Hartenstein will inbound to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Scoreless yet, the Thunder. It's 7-0 Spurs. Lou Dort now crosses the logo, gets it to Hartenstein, who's got Victor on him. He flips it to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's barely bumped by Stephon Castle, and a foul is called. This has been the problem, especially in the last game. The Thunder flopping or drawing fouls that seem to be phantom fouls. Very little contact, and it happened again there. They will side out. They get it into Hartenstein. Hartenstein now looking for Ajay Mitchell. Mitchell drives all the way down the lane, runs into Vic, and shoots over him, but he'd adjusted his shot. He misses. Vassell gets the rebound. Spurs are coming back. Vassell crosses the timeline and then pulls up for a 3 and cans it. 10-0 Spurs with 10:10 to play, and that'll be a timeout. Oklahoma City Thunder with 10s all over the scoreboard. 10 minutes, 10 seconds. Spurs lead 10-0. I am the Road Spur. It has been an interesting couple of days off as the Spurs have faced intense criticism for the turnovers, in specific Stephon Castle. I would say a couple of things about that. You know, Luke Cornett was playing injured last time, and there was even a question that he wouldn't play at all. He had been put in as questionable, and he had limited minutes. Vic was coming off of 49 minutes. All the guys were coming off of really lots of minutes in the double overtime game. And I think that was significant. Luke Cornett hopefully got some rest. He's back at home. He's in his home gym. He's in his home tub. He's in his home bed. He's going to his home church. And I'm hoping that when Luke comes in tonight, we'll see a refreshed backup center. whom Stan Van Gundy called the best backup center in the NBA repeatedly during the Timberwolves series. Let me get the box score up. I am the Road Spur. You are listening to Game 3. It is 10-0 with 10:10 to play in San Antonio. That's the easiest score change I've ever made, right? Thunder called timeout, so we've got a break in the action right now. De'Aaron Fox did start. He has already, in fact, the opening bucket of the game was Fox charging down the lane, the left side of the lane, and making a layup, blowing past Ajay Mitchell. So let's see whether or not Harper will come in. It looks like Fox is perfectly fine. His speed was intact on that layup. He's got court vision. He's moving easily. It's 10-0 Spurs with 10 minutes and 10 seconds to play in the first quarter. In the first quarter. It is game 1 in San Antonio. Game 2 will be Sunday at the Frost Center. Spurs fans in their Fiesta colors. Every section has a different colored T-shirt that matches the yellow, teal, and chartreuse, sort of like pink, rather. Okay, here come the Thunder. Ajay Mitchell across the timeline. He's got Fox right on him. Now they get it to SGA. Castle's on him. He goes right past him. He makes his way into the lane, picks his way over to the left-hand side, but he cannot finish because Vic is there. The ball is kicked out, and Chet Holmgren gets it. It is kicked over to Ajay Mitchell. Mitchell now to Lou Dort. Lou Dort driving in the paint is stripped. Vic has it. He's coming back. He makes a long outlet pass to Fox, who makes the layup on a 2-on-2 break. 12-0 Spurs, 9:40 to play. Oklahoma City looks shaken. Dort now across the logo. Sorry, it's SGA. He stops and is blocked. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander blocked by Stephon Castle. Spurs going the other way and quickly. Castle finds Champagnie in the corner. He's covered. They kick it to Vassell for 3. He hits it. It's 15-0 Spurs with 9:20 to play. They are absolutely awake at the Frost Center. Holmgren covered by Vassell. He gets the pick from Hartenstein, but Vassell is right in his face. He stays with him. They don't switch. Another steal from Castle. He gets in front. No, it's tipped back. SGA gets it back. He flips it to Hartenstein. He tries to shoot a free throw and is blocked by Victor at the free throw line. They're going to call a foul on that, unfortunately. 15-0 Spurs with 8:57 to play. Hartenstein got this from Dort. Spurs. Oh, they're showing the replay on the Fox layup. 2 layups on the left-hand side for Fox. Of course, that is his side. Champagnie pumped to fake the 3, kicked it to Vassell, who then drained the 3. Here comes Castle. Castle looking for Vic. Vic one-on-one with Hartenstein. He gets it to Vassell. Vassell fakes the 3, then comes to his regular spot on the right wing, but misses long. Alex Caruso is in. He gets the board and charges down the other way. The Spurs get back. Hartenstein now has it. He flips it to SGA, covered by Julian Champagnie. Now they switch, and Vic has him. Champagny stays with him, double team, but they break off. They get it to Dort. Dort kicks it to Caruso for three, and he is off to the right. It's rebounded by Champagny. Here come the Spurs. Castle with the ball across the timeline on the right-hand side. He's picking his way into the lane. He bumps and then kicks out to Vassell for three from the corner. Long, or rather back rims it from the corner. SGA now going the other way with Champagny on him. He tries to back him in. He can't. He kicks it to Dort. Dort pump fakes, get Castle in the air, then pitches it to Hartenstein, who makes that same jump push. Finally, the Thunder are on the board. It's 15-2 on Hartenstein's 12 to 15-foot jumper. Castle to Victor, way up at the top of the arc. He gets it to Fox. Fox now has a lane. He cuts all the way down and makes another layup. That's 3 layups for Fox, blowing by everybody in the paint. Caruso coming all the way back, but Victor's waiting for him in the paint. He stops for a 12-footer and splashes it. Nobody got back to cover Alex Caruso there. It's 17-4, though. Fox brings it up over the logo. He asks Vic for a pick. He starts to set one. Now they get a double pick with Vassell and Vic. Oh, intercepted. He tried a cross-court pass. It was intercepted by Caruso, who was right there. They try to double pick to get the ball to Chip. Champagny steals it from Caruso, just takes it away and goes the whole way and makes a layup. What a beautiful play. Champagny, he was waiting for that three-point shot. Caruso intercepted it. And then at the other end, he didn't give up on the ball. He chased Caruso, and then he poked it away and got it and made a layup. 19-4 Spurs. Here come the Thunder. Castle is all over Ajay Mitchell, who tries to go into the paint, goes under the baseline, tries to kick it around the corner to Caruso, but it is bumped out of bounds by Devin Vassell. Last touched by the Spurs with 7:01 to play. They're showing Fox picking his way through the lane around Alex Caruso for his last layup. He looks perfectly healthy. And Champagny, who might have been fouled, and that could have been an N1, but they did not call it once again. 19-4, San Antonio leads Oklahoma City. Jalen Williams is in now. Number 6, they call him J. Will. He will inbound the ball. No, he won't. It'll be Caruso inbounding to SGA. SGA covered by Castle. He swings it all the way across to Cason Wallace in there now, who gets it to McCain, who front rims a 3. McCain gets his own long rebound, flips it to SGA. SGA's in the paint. He dishes it out to Cason Wallace for another 3, and that one is good. 7 points now for the Thunder. 19-7 Spurs. 6:44 to play in the first. Dylan Harper in the game for the first time. Crosses the timeline, goes down to the paint line. Paint kicks it way out to Castle for a 3. Castle well long. Luke is in the game, and he and Jalen are tangled up. No call. Jalen ends up on his butt. Still no call. SGA on the other end, covered by Dylan Harper. SGA, Harper, the two number 2s just going at each other. Now a double team from Castle. SGA barely gets it away to Caruso. Caruso shoots a 3. He front rims. It rattles and goes in. 19-10. Caruso, what a shot. Timeout Spurs with 6:14 to play. It is Spurs 19. Oklahoma City 10. Caruso in the game, instantly making a difference. As usual. I am the Road Spur, and we are calling the game as a document. I want to keep this for myself. I'm on Blue Sky as the Road Spur, and I've been watching every Spurs game this season, commenting on it. I've been to 8 games this year. I'll be going to my 9th. If there is a 6th game in this series, I will be there. But right now, we've got to do something to make sure we win this game. Oh. Spurs called timeout after the Alex Caruso 3, but it got to him through what was really incredible defense. The swarming defense on SGA, once again flexing. It was Champagny covering him first, and then he switched off and he had Vic, but Castle immediately joined him. So now it was Vic and Castle surrounding SGA, and he was really nearly trapped, but he got the ball out to Caruso, and Caruso, even then with a hand in his face, makes the 3 to make the score 19-10, and Mitch had enough of the tempo and called timeout. We should be back here shortly at the Frost Center in San Antonio. In the Western Conference Finals, Game 3. Very evenly matched, these two sides. The two youngest teams, as a matter of fact. But the experience is all with the champs. Welcome, third viewer. Just a play-by-play here of Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals between the San Antonio Spurs and the Oklahoma City Thunder. I am the Road Spur. We're back. They're giving Reggie Miller his moment to shine right now. Here we come. It's Stefan Castle crossing the logo. The Spurs are set. We've got Luke Vassell, Dylan Harper. KJ has now entered the game. Castle goes driving down the right-hand side. He's double-teamed, goes up against Jalen Williams. Cross-court pass to KJ. KJ pump fakes on Alex Caruso, but is called, I believe, for a travel. KJ struggling this playoffs. It's 19-10 with 5:55 to play. Here come the Thunder after the side out. Cason Wallace with the ball. Gets it to SGA, who's making his way through the lane. Flips it back out to Caruso for another 3. He is short, front rims. Rebounded by KJ. He's coming the other way, running basically the point. He goes all the way down to about 10 feet from the hoop, kicks it all the way out to Castle. Castle over to Harper, who shoots a 3. He is long. Rebounded by Will Williams. Caruso now comes across. Will has it. He flips it. He directs Jared McCain to go down court. They're trying to get it to SGA. He's covered by Vassell. Now he breaks to the basket, and they flip it out to McCain for the 3. He is long, but it is tipped back out to Jalen Williams, who cans it. 13 for the Thunder now. They trail by just 6 with Vic on the bench. Castle brings it across the logo. He's covered by Caruso. He gets a pick from Luke, and the two of them try their patented play. There it is, the lob. What is it? Corn on the lob. They've been doing that all year. 21-13 Spurs. Now here comes SGA. He's carving up the defense. He flips it out to Will, who goes for another 3, and he is totally feeling it. That was nothing but net. 21-16, 5-point game. The Spurs lead with 4:40 to play in the first quarter. Here comes Dylan Harper down the lane. He looks none the worse for wear, by the way, but he does try a crazy shot. Ill-advised layup. It is rebounded by SGA, who goes the distance, flips it out to McCain. Now they have the Spurs on defense, so they're all back. Cason Wallace now tries to drive on KJ. He is blocked by KJ at the rim, but I think they may call a foul here. What a surprise. There's a player from the Thunder on the ground, and it looks like there's a foul. They're showing Williams' 3. He is feeling it. Nothing but net there, my friends. Yeah, he is fouled by KJ. He's at the line. He misses the first free throw, which rattles out. It is 21-16. The Spurs lead by 5. I think you guys can hear me. I don't think I have to lean forward. You can kind of glance at the reverse mirrors I brought in today. (21-16) Spurs. Jalen Williams makes the second free throw. Vassell inbounds to Castle. Castle's dribbling, bringing it up. Caruso is on him. He crosses the logo. There's a double pick set up top. They try the same move to Luke, but they whip it out to KJ, who is covered but shoots the three and hits. Keldon Johnson with a hand in his face makes a three-pointer, 24-17. The Spurs lead by 7 with 4 minutes to play. Here comes Cason Wallace. He's got Dylan Harper on him. He gets it to Jared McCain. McCain goes driving down the lane, stops, pops, and hits from 15 feet at the left elbow. 24-19 Spurs. Here comes Vic. He's sitting on the bench getting ready to come in. KJ gets it across barely to Castle, who jumps into the paint, is double-teamed and hammered. Almost another turnover. They're going to call a foul? Or no, the ball was knocked out of bounds. But Castle, again, right into the teeth of the defense, double-teamed. Ill-advised little layups he's taking. Here comes De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama, and they will replace KJ. And let's see if Castle goes to the bench. It's 24-19 Spurs. Side out under the basket. Castle did go to the bench. It's Harper inbounding way up top to Vic on the right elbow with Chet Holmgren on him. He gives it to Harper. Harper swings it around to Fox, who shoots a three, well short. Long rebound goes to Ajay Mitchell, who's coming the other way, but he doesn't have numbers. Mitchell now waits for his guys to arrive. McCain, covered by Harper, steps forward, jukes back, flips it to Holmgren. Holmgren back to McCain. McCain driving on Vic, goes all the way to the hole, but misses. Rebounded by Vic over Chet Holmgren. He gets it to Fox coming down the left wing. He passes it out to KJ for another corner three. That is off. But Vassell gets the rebound. He is hammered. They don't call it. Do they call it? They called something. Vassell came flying in, got the rebound, or attempted to get the rebound, and they hammered him, but they're walking the other way, so I'm not sure what they called here. Let me get the box score up. Ajay Mitchell with the ball. He goes driving against Vic, kicks it way out to Jay Will, who front rims it, but there's some kind of foul on the floor. I don't know what's going on. I better get some audio going or something.
Tone setting continuing to build in this series. Here they are.
And those shots are exactly what he's supposed to do.
Don't take that with me.
I don't know what's going on. Is it a jump ball? Are they calling it a jump ball between Fox and Chet Holmgren? Is that what's going on right now? No, it's a side out. So the Thunder have 10 seconds on the shot clock. Another foul is called. This is ridiculous. They can't even play the game. Every few seconds, they're calling a foul. Carter Bryant now in the game. Chet Holmgren going to the line. There was no shot attempt on this trip to the for the offense. Holmgren misses the free throw. Long. Holmgren now shooting the second. And he swishes that one. It's 24-20, 3 minutes left in the game. And Fox drives, kicks it out to Carter Bryant, who then drives into the center, kicks it out to KJ, takes another ill-advised shot by KJ with Jalen right in his grill. That's two misses with Jay Will right in his grill. He can't be doing that. There was plenty of time on the shot clock. Now, meanwhile, they shoot a three and miss. That was Ajay Mitchell. And here come the Spurs. 24-20, the Spurs lead with 2:30 to play. Champagny whips it around to Wembanyama on the top right above the arc. He's covered one-on-one by Chet. Then they get it across to Fox, who lines up a three and hits it. It's 27-20 Spurs with 2:17 to play. They get back on D. Here comes Ajay Mitchell. He sends it out to Cason Wallace behind the three-point line over on the right side. Then up at the top to Chet, who's covered by Vic. They cross it out to Ajay Mitchell. He tries to drive all the way down on Carter Bryant and does so and lays it up and in. Carter Bryant was beat there by Ajay Mitchell. They come back the other way. Vic brings it over. He's dribbling. He flips it to Champagne. He looks at a three, but he's covered tight by McCain. He gets it to Victor. Victor with Holmgren on him. Isolated. One-on-one. He goes to the hole, and he fumbles it. Another turnover for Victor Wembanyama. Jared McCain coming the other way, goes one-on-one right into Carter Bryant's face and makes the layup. Bryant unable to stop him. Only a three-point game now. San Antonio 27, Oklahoma City 24. Fox looking for KJ. KJ to Champagne. Champagne covered by McCain, but still takes the shot and misses. Rebound KJ. Great hustle on the rebound by KJ. Champagne gets it back at the three. Kicks it to KJ now, who drives into the paint, goes all the way and tries to lay it up and in, but misses. He's covered by Mitchell there. He did a good job. Vic pokes it away from the Thunder. We're on a 3-on-1 break. Here comes KJ. He goes all the way down, flips it up to blocked. Holmgren blocks Vic, but it's called a foul. It's a three-point game with under 1 minute, 59.8 seconds. The Spurs lead 27-24. Thunder playing inspired defense here, but everybody breathing heavy. Chet going up for the block. Oh, but he's fouled by J. Will. The block was actually clean, but underneath Chet's arm was J. Will. (27-24) Victor Wembanyama at the line with 59 seconds left in the first quarter. Vic rattles out the first free throw. Everybody's exhausted. There's a lot of hustle and fumble and bumble going on. A lot of missed free throws on both sides. 27-24, Carter Bryant goes back to the bench. Victor lines up. They're showing David Robinson and Tim Duncan now. Victor lines up the second free throw and makes it 28-24. The Spurs lead by 4 with under a minute to play. SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, with Devin Vassell on him, crosses the logo. He's dribbling. They've got 16 on the shot clock. He drives hard down the lane, but he stops, pops, and passes to J. Will, who shoots a three and misses. Rebounded by Devin Vassell. There's 43 seconds left. 20 on the shot clock. Fox asking for a pick from Vic. He gets it, but then Vic rolls over to shoot a three and drains it. 31-24. Victor set that pick, popped way out. Had plenty of room, shot it. 30 seconds left. Spurs by 7. SGA crosses the logo with Vassell on him. He stops, pops, misses. Vassell might have got a piece of it. No one knows who it's out of bounds off of. J. Will screaming challenge, which means I think they're giving it to the Spurs. Here's where look at that, wide open. Look how far away Hartenstein is. He's nowhere near him. And that was with 11 on the shot clock, friends. Now, KJ thinks he can do that. He can't do that. He's had J. Will like this and missed 2 of them. The one he hit, the guy was coming late to him. KJ has to get back to his old game, driving the ball, draw fouls, drive the ball. Drive, draw, dish, the 3 Ds, as they say, right? What's going on? Is there a timeout? What's going on here? Are they challenging it?
So it's not down, same challenge. Giving a look at it here is Mark Danko.
Champagne hits it. Dude, it's obviously Spurs ball. This is a ridiculous challenge here. But Dango has been convinced, and so now they're going to spend several minutes because that's the way basketball is now. They're going to spend several minutes, longer than a timeout they're going to spend right now, to decide that this ball is obviously a Spurs ball. So what I was trying to talk about with the coaching staff of the Spurs, and what makes them kind of young, and even when you see them complaining about that stuff, he's going, well, what are you doing? We all know it's. He's like, you don't get it, dude. That guy just called that because he wants to be able to do whatever he wants, which he's going to do now. set up a defense, you know. So, and maybe because it's the end of the quarter, he has to do two things, right? If the defense comes out of that, what are they going to do, etc. So with 21.5 to play, the Spurs lead by 7, 31-24. This will be their ball. It's a chance to run down some stats. Let's see. Devin Vassell has 6. De'Aaron Fox has 6. All 3 layups, blowing by everybody in the paint. Victor has 3 on that 3. Champagny has 2. KJ has 3 on his 1-3. He is 1 for 3. Cornette has 2 on that alley-oop. Cornette on the lob. Corn on the lob. Sorry, I can't ever get that pun right. Let's go have some corn on the lob. That's what that joke is. They're coming back from the challenge.
Wembanyama illegally contacts and holds the arm of Williams to get away from securing the rebound. Therefore, this is a successful challenge. Approximate foul on the side. Wembanyama willing to shoot similarly for 2 free throws. Oklahoma City gets their timeout back and they have an additional challenge.
Wow, this is unbelievable. They overturned that, but then they called a foul. So those guys challenged it for the out of bounds. They looked at the tape and said, okay, well, yeah, you're right. It's out on him. But Wembanyama gets called for a foul for holding somebody. Unbelievable. I mean, this is embarrassing, guys. It's gotten to the point now where the NBA refereeing is so lopsided to keep OKC in this thing. I don't know how else to – I don't know what are we supposed to do. It's gotten stupid now. 31-24, Spurs lead by 7, and somehow Jalen Williams is at the line, which makes no sense at all, and he hits the first free throw. 31-25. Oh, it's French Vanilla. The Spurs will be playing French Vanilla, which has not happened yet in the playoffs and was only used a few times during the regular season. Initially, it did not work. Later in the season, we started to develop the ideas as we got Devin Vassell back. Vassell should be out there, I would imagine, for this situation because he's useful. He is. So it's Fox, Vassell, Luke, and Vic. Fox now covered tight, way up at the logo. He gets it to Vassell on the right-hand side. There's 6 to shoot. Vic now has it with Alex Caruso on him. 2 seconds. 1. Vic drives all the way down the line, tries to put it up. They're going to call a block. A charge. With 0.1 seconds left, they're going to call a charge on Vic there. And I think it's legit. If he's outside the circle, I think that probably could be. Let's see. Is he outside the circle? He is. That's going to be a charge. And it's a good call, as Victor was out of control. That'll be another turnover for Victor Wembanyama. The young Spurs, I told you we were going to lose games because they're young. And that will be the end of the first. The score is 31-26. The Spurs lead by 5. A good example there of what we're talking about. Spurs looked frustrated. They had the lead by a large amount, and then the referees started to get involved. And when they did, the Spurs lost their composure. That can't happen. It's got to be stay cool. That said, the refereeing is absurd. It's unbelievable what they just called. That was a coach's challenge to dispute the ball going out of bounds. They went to look at it to see that it was obvious that it was going to be the Spurs ball. And they looked at that and said, oh, but someone's holding someone's arm. That's a foul. Oh, it's Victor Wembanyama holding someone's arm. And then they called a foul on what they saw on the tape that they did not see live. So I'm guessing that the Spurs coaching staff that were trying to say you can't, you got to be kidding me if he's challenging that. We're going through exactly what we're talking about. They were like, what do you mean? Everybody saw that it's our ball. And what they were saying was, we're going to get them to call this for us as a foul. It's absurd that the Oklahoma City Thunder have come to this now. They're basically in a position where they're getting calls that nobody gets, So some old man keeps calling me. And it's a wrong number. And he doesn't have text. I think it's a landline. So I don't want to call him back. I'm going to try texting it. Maybe there's some kind of device on his home phone that says, no, I'm not going to do that. Do not engage. Do not engage. Welcome, fourth viewer. The Oklahoma City Thunder have an extra player in the form of the referees, but the Spurs remain undaunted. The score is 31-26. Spurs lead by 5 after one quarter. It has been a sloppy, weird, up and down first. I would say the highlights are De'Aaron Fox, who, after not playing yet in this series, has shown up and been fast. He's plus 15, so he's playing good defense on SGA, and he has scored repeatedly, driving past the entire Thunder defense on layups. Oh, yeah, I was going to put the score up, right? Spurs 31. I can't see the stupid keyboard, which is annoying. I am the Road Spur, and I'm doing play-by-play of this series. Welcome. The score right now, 26-31. Oh, Adam Silver in attendance tonight. And they're showing him. The NBA commissioner. Boy, you can make him out real well, can't you? Look at that. I'll lean back so you guys can. That's pretty good, right? Mirror. Okay, a little frustration for the guys there. I mean, I got to be honest. That was kind of bullshit. But hey, what are you going to do? You know, you got to kind of like just keep playing. Maybe chill the music out a little bit. See if that helps. Okay, here we go. Here comes SGA covered by Castle in the back court. He crosses the timeline on the right-hand side. Castle is right with him. He is glued to his hip. He now gets into the paint, and Fox meets him there. They triple team him. He kicks it out to Chet Holmgren, who shoots a three and makes it. That makes it 31-29. It's a 2-point game with 11:41 to play. Here come the Spurs. That was a well-executed play out of the timeout. Okay, Castle to Fox. He gets a pick from Vic and then dribbles toward the center, goes all the way, then kicks it back out to Champagny, who gets it back to Vic, way out at 3. Now, Fox takes a corner 3. I'm not sure why he did that. Front-rimmed it, it's long, rebounded by Jalen. Here comes SGA, dribbles behind the back. He's double-teamed by Champagny briefly and Castle. Now Champagny just alone on him, but he's picked up the dribble. He gives it to Williams, who gets it back to him. Now it's Carter Bryant on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous tries to go by him on the left and steps back for the 3 and hits it. The Oklahoma City Thunder have their first lead. It's 32-31. Oklahoma City with 10:49 to play. We come quick the other way. This is Carter Bryant in the paint. He has the ball taken away from him cleanly by Jalen Williams, gets it to SGA, over to Chet Holmgren. Holmgren now drives, kicks it back to SGA, who was covered by Champagny. He blows right past him, but he meets Vic. They rotate the ball all the way around the three-point arc to J. Will. Now they get it back to SGA. SGA, with Champagny on him, flips it to J. Will, who shoots a 3 and splashes it. The Thunder are up by 4, 35-31 Oklahoma City. The Spurs, Fox just crossed the timeline. He gets a pick from Vic, crosses it to Castle. Castle to Carter Bryant for 3, and he hits, thankfully. 35-34, 1-point game. It's going to be good, folks. Here comes SGA. He's at the logo. Julian Champagny on him. He's dribbling. There's 13 on the shot clock. SGA looking for a way to carve in. He flips it over to Holmgren. Holmgren is double-teamed. Then he gets it to J. Will. J. Will shoots a long 2 and misses front. Castle gets the rebound, and here come the Spurs the other way. He's across the timeline. He gets to Fox, who fakes like he's driving. Then he does drive, beats everybody, and makes a pretty little 4-foot jumper. Spurs lead again, 36-35, with 9:32 to play. SGA crosses the timeline. He's covered now by Champagny and Vic, but he makes a beautiful pass because Vic drifted. Cason Wallace came in. He hit him, and Wallace made the easy layup. Thunder by 1, 37-36. Here's Castle now. He flips it over to Fox on the far left side, who fakes a 3, gets it back to Castle, who shoots another deep 3, and he just canned that one. That one was a parabola like that. Beautiful. 39-37 Spurs lead by 2 with 9 minutes to play. Here comes SGA. He's got Carter Bryant on him. Carter playing great defense, stays right with him. He's got his hands up. He's well off on the three. It was a complete air ball, but the ball kicks around, and Cason Wallace picks it up and alertly throws it to Chet Holmgren for the alley-oop. The score is tied, 39-39. Here come the Spurs. Vic driving on Chet, goes all the way to the hole, then passes it to Carter Bryant. They get it around the horn to Castle, who misses the three. Vic tips it. Champagny fumbles it out of bounds. It will be Oklahoma City ball. The game is tied with 8:34 to play. That was a pretty pass from SGA to Cason Wallace on the double team. And that was Fox with the right hand in the paint, which was nice. Both teams now playing a little bit better. But still, the pace is frenetic. Almost 40 points now. And it's only a quarter and a half. 8:30 to play. The score is tied. SGA trying to get free. He just can't. Smothering defense by Castle right now on SGA. He shoots the mid-range and hits. Fade away. 41-39, Oklahoma City. Here comes Dylan Harper. He's got Cason Wallace on him up above the three-point line. He flips it to Harrison Barnes, who has entered the game. He's covered by the smaller Jared McCain. He gets it across the court to Carter Bryant, who's got SGA on him. He cross-court passes to Castle, which is dangerous. They get it to Harrison, who misses. But Dylan is underneath and gets the rebound and sticks it back with a right-handed layup for the lefty. 41-41 Spurs, 7:46 to play. Okay, Cason Wallace at the logo with Dylan Harper on him. He gets a pick, sort of a pick, but almost fumbles it away as Dylan pokes at it. And then they get it to Holmgren. Holmgren, covered by Vic, stops and then flips it back to Wallace, who takes a mid-range jumper and misses. Carter Bryant will get the rebound. The Spurs are headed. Bryant crosses, gets it to Vic, who is isolated one-on-one with Holmgren. Now he gets a little bit of a pick, but he asks him to leave, Carter Bryant to leave. He steps into the lane and is bumped and fouled. I believe it's continuation. They're showing slow-mo of SGA picking his way into the lane, bumping Castle away, and then stepping back for the fadeaway mid-range jumper. Playing his game now, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's found his way to do that against the Spurs. The score is tied. Victor is at the line at 41-41. And he misses the first again. The Spurs do look tired.
Fréquence Mistral, c'est votre radio régionale des Alpes du Sud.
42-41 after Vic makes the free throw. Caruso crosses the timeline, gets it to Hartenstein. Hartenstein trying to find Ajay Mitchell, can't. He gets it to McCain, who drives against Vic, tries to shoot over him, and does, and makes it. Thunder take the lead back, 43-42. Here comes Dylan Harper. On the left-hand side, he crosses over to the arc, flips it out to Vassell in the corner. Vassell has McCain on him. He's much smaller, but Caruso starts to come over. They rotate it around, and now they get it to Vic down low, or try to, and he is fouled before the ball can get to him. And they're going to call that on Chet Holmgren. Vic will go back to the line with 6:49. They're going to call a timeout. So with 6:49 to play, 43-42 Thunder. Try a little bit of a more mellow music and see if that chills the boys out. Oh, that should be 6:49, not 8:49. 6:49. A hard-fought game. Oklahoma City Thunder has shown up to play, and the Spurs do look tired. Not only that, the referees have, once again, well, I'm not going to say it. Enough people have said it. So that's the kind of fight it's going to be, as they say. Smoke them if you got them, folks. It's going to be a long night. Welcome, viewers. I am the Road Spur. I'm calling the play-by-play on this game here, as I have done in the previous games. I'm not showing the broadcast because that's a copyright violation. So I don't know how you would see it. I mean, the broadcast. You'd have to go somewhere else to see that, right? Not here. That was so clumsy, dude. We're at timeout with 6:49 to play in the second quarter. The Thunder roared ahead this quarter and led briefly by 3. And since the lead has been exchanged back and forth at the Frost Center in San Antonio, Texas. I can't find a station with just music right now for some reason, which is starting to get very, very annoying. I have stuff I could put on, but I didn't want to have to. It's play-by-play here, new viewers, not the actual game. Excuse me. I am the Road Spur calling the game. There's the score. I change that whenever, whatever I can. SGA on the bench. Victor in the game. Hartenstein on him. Here we go. Harrison Barnes inbounds to Dylan Harper. Harper dribbling with Ajay Mitchell on him. He drills it into Vic. Oh, Vic misses the left-handed layup. Triple teamed in the lane. Vic misses the left-handed layup, and there is no foul called. The 3 guys who were going up there, though, left Harrison Barnes, and Harrison Barnes blocked out and got the rebound. So Spurs will have the ball as a foul is called. Okay, Harper to Castle. Castle at the top of the arc. He is looking for someone, finds Vassell, and then gets it back. Then he flips it to Vic. Vic gets hit in the face by Isaiah Hartenstein. He's asking them to challenge it. He hit him in the face. He went for the ball. Okay, side out Spurs. Okay, to Vassell, who shoots a 3, double teamed with Caruso in his face. And nothing but net for Devin Vassell. The Spurs take the lead 45-43 on the three-pointer from Devo. Beautiful. Here comes Jared McCain. He crosses the timeline on the left-hand side, gets it to Isaiah Hartenstein, who is covered by Vic way up high. Here's where they're trying to get Vic out of the lane. Okay, Castle now has Ajay with the ball. They're playing the game above the three-point line mostly. Here comes Mitchell trying to drive on Vic and Castle. He steps back and misses the shot wildly. Vassell gets the rebound. Here come the Spurs. Vassell to Vic, who is giving directions, pointing guys, sending him where he wants them. He gets a pick from Vassell. He's double-teamed briefly, but then flips the ball to Vassell, almost throwing it away. Vassell now, one-on-one, ISO, takes the mid-range jumper, well covered, and misses. Ajay Mitchell will get the rebound. He comes down the right-hand side. He is now at the small logo, covered by Castle. He's trying to get to the paint. He stops and pops, falls on the ground immediately as if he's been hit. He was not fouled. There is no call. It's total chaos. The referee just said Spurs ball and then turned around and changed it to Oklahoma City ball. That was a clean block by Castle on the previous play. I don't know what to tell you guys. This is just horseshit, man. The refereeing in this game, the bias in the refereeing is insanity, in my opinion, in the series, or at least since the last game. It'll be Oklahoma ball. Vic to the bench. Here comes Caruso. He gets it to Hartenstein way above the three-point line. They try to get the ball to the cunning Isaiah Joe, who is covered by Devin Vassell. And that burp was brought to you by Verner's. You know when you want that something sweet, but just no caffeine, it can only be Verner's. 0 sugar ginger ale. Oklahoma ball. Caruso inbounds to Hartenstein. Hartenstein dribbling, looking for somebody. They're playing flip it around. Oh, what a beautiful give and go. Backdoor cut from McCain to Hartenstein. Hartenstein between the defense right to McCain, who makes the wide open layup. And now they're calling some kind of foul again.
Once again, he caused the turnover on Harper on the last possession.
Every trip, the Thunder are getting a foul call here. And here, they inbounded the ball. Cornette inbounded the ball. We're in our end of the court. Sorry, their end of the court. And they're calling that a moving screen or something. So, okay, Hartenstein with the ball on the top left. They're running that weave. They get it to Caruso. He's covered by KJ. He puts up a wild shot and once again draws a foul. Caruso will go to the line. I mean, at some point, it's got to seem like they're obviously calling the Spurs differently from the way they're calling the Thunder. That's what I'm suggesting. It feels that way to me anyway. Score tied Caruso at the line, 4:51 to play in the second quarter. He shoots the first free throw and makes it Thunder by 1. That's insane, man. Alex Caruso from College Station, the Texas A&M Aggie, lines up the second free throw and gives the Thunder a 2-point lead, 47-45 with 4:51 to play. He's still down here playing defense. Give him credit for that. They are pressing. Ajay Mitchell in the backcourt, 19 on the shot clock. KJ has to hurry, 17-16. He gets it across the timeline. A fan is screaming at Ajay Mitchell and saying he's fouling him. Mitchell is playing him super tight. KJ tries to spin on him, hits him in the face, and they call an offensive foul on Keldon Johnson. Boy, those Thunder know how to fall down. He is lying on the ground with his hand on his face, acting it up fully. Oh, I'm in so much pain. Oh, it was an elbow. My mistake. That's me being upset. KJ gives an elbow. It is incidental contact, but to the temple right here. It's painful, that stuff. Of Ajay Mitchell as he's trying to get around him. That's Keldon Johnson's mistake. I'm sorry, KJ's got to play better. He's making faces as he walks back, but that one was actually a foul on KJ. Oklahoma City leads by 2. They'll have the ball, and here they come. Caruso behind the back in front of KJ. KJ trying to stay with him. They flip it over to Hartenstein. He's been playing this kind of weird role lately. They get it to Isaiah Joe, who shoots a 3 with a hand in his face. Doesn't matter. Nothing but net. They lead by 5. The Thunder 50. The Spurs 45 with 4:15 to play. De'Aaron Fox back in now. He drives and then gets it out to Vassell, who's covered by Joe, then drives into the lane and misses the 12-foot bank shot. Here come the Thunder. The Spurs are a mess. Isaiah Joe has the ball. He's directing traffic. He gets it to Hartenstein, and it's a kickball. As Hartenstein tried again to make a bounce pass. Hartenstein, on the give and go to Jared McCain, made a beautiful pass in the lane, and McCain was easily able to lay it up. He's trying to do the same thing here. He makes a pass between his legs backward to Isaiah Joe for an assist. So the German, Isaiah Hartenstein, from born Eugene, Oregon, played at Houston, is making a difference in this game. Thunder up 50-45, 3:56 to play. They have the ball. They inbound it. Hartenstein again, directing traffic, has the ball. Top above the three-point line. He flips it to PGA. This time, at last, An offensive foul is called on Ajay Mitchell going the other way. At last, Castle goes like this. He can't believe it. The Spurs finally get a call. With a 5-point lead for the Thunder now, 50-45, with Dylan Harper and Wembanyama looking on from the bench. Here's Fox. He gets around McCain and then fumbles the ball in the lane amidst a double team. He's crawling on the floor. They're going to call a jump or a foul or something. I don't know what they're doing here. Fox charged into the teeth of the defense on the left-hand side, and then Kaysen poked it away, and then he was on the floor with Hartenstein, but he had control of the ball. And they're going to call that on Fox. Unreal, dude. Fox is arguing it's not going to make a difference. The reffing is something else. Oh, it's a jump ball that they called. Okay, that's good. Jump ball, Kaysen Wallace and Fox. Kaysen is 6'3". Fox kind of pokes it away, but they corral it as it comes back to Kaysen Wallace. And now here comes Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at the logo with Castle on him. He goes blowing by Castle into the paint and does a double hook with the ball around the world and then shoots it and makes it. Incredible shot by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Here comes KJ trying to do it all himself. He cannot. He is covered by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who is right on him. Oh, I'm sorry. That's Lou Dort. That's Lou Dort that's covering KJ. My mistake. Vic will re-enter the game with 3 minutes and 11 seconds to play. Spurs ball. Vic lines up a three and is well short. Front rims it. They're coming the other way. Kaysen Wallace dribbles, gets it to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by KJ. SGA gets a pick from Hartenstein, goes around it, starting to pick his way around. He gets to the free throw line. He almost fumbles it, spins, then passes it to Wallace. I think they're calling an offensive foul here. They are. Spurs get a couple of calls going their way at last. Only when the Thunder lead by 5 and 7 points. That'll be a timeout with 2:49 to play. The Thunder lead by 7. It's 52-45. Now, the argument would be this. The Spurs players are younger, they're inexperienced, and they are doing things that maybe they've gotten away with, and now they're in the playoffs, and these refs are saying, guess what? You've been getting away with that, and you're not going to get away with it anymore. But it doesn't look like that. It looks like the Thunder are doing whatever they want, and they're not getting called for it. And there's almost that feeling that was described by the corrupt ref. What was his name? Donahue? The whole idea is that they were told, you keep control of the game, and if it starts to get too out of control, you make it be more close. So that creates excitement, a kind of like, it's not really, quote, bad reffing or cheating, but we're just trying to keep the game a certain way. And that's how this feels. It feels like the refs are keeping the game a certain way in order to dialogue with the 20-year-olds who play for the Spurs and send a very specific message that they're too young and they're not going to get calls, but the champs are going to get calls. Now, if the Spurs lose this series, now I think if it goes 7, the Thunder are winning. And I picked the Spurs to win in 6 because I think that we can win both of these. I still think that. An 18-point lead has meant nothing in the playoffs. That's the facts. It doesn't matter if you're up 18, if you're up 16, if you're up 22, it turns out. You can come back because of the three-point play and defense. So I think that, the three-point shot and defense. So I think that the Spurs have got to return to their MVP, which is Team D. Spurs MVP is Team D, always has been. The defense creates the offense. And I think You're about to see that as the Spurs try to close the gap and maybe even take the lead at halftime. .52-45, Oklahoma City. For the Thunder, Shai Gilgeous has 7. Jalen Williams, J-Will, has 11 on a night when J-Rod is not playing. Jalen is stepping up. And let me tell you, he has been KJ's assignment a couple of times. And he's 3 for 5 from the field, 3 of them from three-point range. He has 11 points and leads all of the Thunder, matched with De'Aaron Fox, who has 11. Now, they're doing a feature on Mitch Johnson, his lineage, his father, and so on. So that's probably pretty interesting. 52-45. The series is tied. This is game 3. We are in San Antonio. Spurs have the ball. Castle brings it across. He gets a pick from Champagny, but they don't switch. Now Castle is covered by Wallace. He goes in the paint, moves the ball, misses the jumper, gets his own rebound, goes right back up and is fouled. Tremendous hustle by Stephon Castle. But again, I question the idea of him trying to do all this stuff alone with so much time on the clock. I like the beautiful game better, and the Thunder are playing it better. You're going to see PGA drive in. He kicks it back out to Hartenstein. Hartenstein will dribble this way. He'll flip it over to Ajay Mitchell. Ajay Mitchell will find a crease, and then he'll kick it to the corner, and Caruso will be open. They're playing the beautiful game better than we are, and they lead by 7 because of it. 2:34 to play in the second. Castle at the line on the hard foul on the drive. He will make the first free throw. I like how I said that before he actually did it. And it is a 6-point game. They're showing Pop's banner, 1,390 wins. Castle makes the second. It's a 5-point game with 2:34 to play. Hartenstein gets it to Cason Wallace, who will bring the ball over the logo. They're looking for SGA. SGA gets a pick from Wallace, and now he is met by KJ. Good D, or by Fox, rather. They stay with him. They double team him. He tries to go in the paint. He falls down again. Still no call. Thankfully, the double team from Vic helped. Here comes Champagny going the other way. They get it to Vic. Vic is dribbling on the right side. He's got Hartenstein on him. He looks to shoot, and they call a foul, and the Thunder are enraged.
Wait. 2 on Hartenstein.
That'll be 2 on Hartenstein. Every single foul the Thunder get called for, they complain. PGA stopped in the paint, fell down as Vic closed on him. At the other end, it didn't even look like these refs are. I don't know what to say about these referees. There's just no way to. I don't know what game they're watching. That's what I would say about this. I'm seeing a different game altogether. I guess it's because I'm so far away and I'm watching on a 110-inch screen. Vic makes the first free throw to make it 52-48. The Spurs are within 4 now. They're showing Bismack Biyombo. Congolese. I think he might be the eldest on the Spurs. Either he or Kelly Olynyk has that distinction. 14 seasons in the NBA, Bismack Biyombo. They're doing some kind of feature piece. 4-point game, 52-48. Victor at the line to shoot the second free throw. And it will roll in. It is 52-49, a 3-point game with 2 minutes to play, 2:06 to be exact. Here comes Ajay Mitchell. He's got Fox right up tight on him. Fox is playing good D. He flips it over to SGA. SGA covered by Julian Champagny. Shai Gilgeous scores right over him. 54-49. The Thunder lead by 5. Here comes Vic. Chet Holmgren on him. He bounce passes it to Stephon Castle. Castle covered by Cason Wallace. He tries to spin on him and then front dribble and then step back, mid-range, misses. Rebounded by Ajay Mitchell, who gets it to SGA, who goes fast all the way down the lane, then rotates it around to the three-point line to Cason Wallace. He passes it to Ajay Mitchell, who goes into the paint. They pass it back out to J. Will, who misses. Vassell gets the rebound, and he is fouled by Cason Wallace in the backcourt. But again, look at the way the Thunder are playing right now. They're playing great basketball. Look at PGA. He picks his way in there. He stepped on Champagne's foot. No call. He stepped on Champagne's foot and pushed him away. No call. That's how it's going for the champs right now, okay? 5-point game, 1:20 to play. But anyway, after he did that, he rotated the ball out. That guy was covered. He didn't shoot like KJ did. KJ with a guy right in his grill. No, he rotated the ball. They have an eye on the shot clock. The Spurs, on the other hand, are not doing that. Vassell hits the first free throw, 54-50. The Spurs trail by 4. I'll change that later. With 1:20 to play. Wow, that was just another example, man. The super slow-mo of SGA stamping on Champagne's foot, pushing him, and then making the pass. No foul. Vassell, the second free throw is good. It is a 3-point game, 54-51. Here come the Thunder. Ajay Mitchell covered tightly by Fox. Then they switch. Now it's Castle and Fox on SGA. Fox playing SGA very tight above the 3-point line. He's not giving him any room to maneuver. Fox playing great D. Now a double team comes over from Vassell. He bounces off it and passes it over to Caruso for a long 3. Caruso gets Vic in the air. And when he comes down, he fouls him. So that will be, I think, 3 shots for Alex Caruso on the pump fake that gets Victor in the air. His hip is at his head. It's so crazy, man. Vic is so tall. Oh, don't do that. My signal is stopping for some reason. I just lost signal on the game, guys. Okay, we're back. They're showing Caruso at the free throw line. The score is 54-50. Oh, they're backwards. With 1 minute to play, it's a 4-point game. Alex Caruso lines up the second free throw. Jalen Williams, J. Will returns, and Chet Holmgren will go to the bench. There's 1 minute to play. SGA, Alex Caruso, Hartenstein, J. Will, and Lou Dort. And for the Spurs, Castle, KJ, Champagnie, and Vic with Devin Vassell. Castle now covered by Caruso, out above the 3-point line. Vic calling for it. He gets it to him. He's covered by J. Will. One-on-one isolation. Vic spins, turns for the fadeaway, and is short. Well short. That shot wasn't close. Rebounded by Lou Dort, who gives an extra elbow in the gut of Steph Castle, too. Touch pass from Caruso. Wow, beautiful play. They zipped it into Caruso. He did a touch pass to the corner, and Cason Wallace, was it? Oh, it was Jalen? Jalen Williams just drained another 3. 7-point lead for the Thunder. They are out passing us right now. Fox has the ball. He is covered by Lou Dort at the logo. Vic comes out to try to set a pick. Dort goes under it. Fox dribbles, steps back, and shoots and misses. It is rebounded by the Thunder. They take the last shot. It is well short. The Thunder will lead this game 58-51 at halftime. They are passing the ball extremely well, and Alex Caruso's touch pass just now was a thing of remarkable beauty. Caruso is full of piss and vinegar. The College Station boy. So we go to the half. I'm going to kill this stream, and I'll start it up again when we come back for the 2H. Thank you for joining me. I am the Road Spur. This is Game 3.